now streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your... About to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport Racing Live, here with the HighSideDoubleDown Volusia Speedway. But before we get our racing action underway, we're going to send down trackside for the playing of our national anthem. And thank you for the support, our national anthem, to James Grace here tonight. James Grace, our official national anthem provider here for tonight, the beautiful prepared video. Got to thank James Grace here. Also with HighSideDoubleDown for providing that great footage. The great, he just put it together fantastic there as we honor the great, honor this greatest nation aboard. So we love the video. Thank you very much, James, for this one. It's heat race number 1. Ready to come to post here in just a few seconds here. I'm Todd Stanton. Alongside of me tonight is Raging Ron Piles. Phil having the night off here, so I'm going to be running the controls, announcing, and have Ron back alongside of me. Haven't had Ron alongside of me in quite some time, but we're going to get to heat race number 1. I know he's trying to get back into the server here, so heat race number 1 is going to start and go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 18 machine, that is Mookie Haney, his dancing partner to the outside. Driving the number 269, that is James Grace. Inside row number 2, that's the 224, that's Andrew Hawkins, and Spencer Swafford, the Red Rocket himself, in the 66, going to roll off in position number 4. Rolling off inside row number 3, that's the number 98, that's Justin Thompson, and Zach McSwain aboard the number 22 machine, going to roll off in that 6th spot. Rolling off 7th will be the number 11, that is Dylan Hutchinson, and Stephen Calavoda aboard the number 23 machine, going to roll off in that 8th spot. Rolling off 9th will be Christopher Coombs aboard the number 30 machine, and Ashton Riggle aboard the number 82, going to roll off in 10th. Rolling off 11th will be the number 21 machine of Robert Tipton. 12th will be Joe Nitro aboard the number 3 machine. So we called for 12 cars out there. We got 11 cars answering the call of Joe Nitro not coming out onto the speedway. But what a great field we have here at the Highside Double Down League.
Yeah, definitely a great field here indeed as we're going to kick off tonight here at the Volusia Speedway. Going to be a good race here tonight, and the late models are going to be something I haven't seen in a while, not at Volusia. I've followed the street stocks and a couple other things around, but not really the late models here recently.
Definitely a rather interesting league. It's been a fantastic racing season so far. A lot of different names we've seen here grace the Highside Double Down League here, and this evening some newer names coming into the fold here this evening. So we'll wait to see what happens. Is the number 18 and the 269, they will lead them down to get the first initial green flag here of the evening in heat race number 1. iRacing high flag, green flags in the air, and Highside Double Down Racing charges down into turn number 1 with Mookie Haney, your race leader.
Yeah, Mookie Haney setting the par here right now, setting the pace over the 266 machine. Looks like they're following their caution here at the very beginning of this one. I'm gonna say maybe they didn't like the start.
Not looking like the start was good. I don't see anybody else around here. It looks like maybe the start was not in the favor here. Maybe Ron can do a little bit of research here, but Mookie Haney and James Grace, looks like those guys are going to still be 1-2. Spencer Swafford, Spencer Swafford up to the 3rd spot, so in the 66 machine. Then you got Andrew Hawkins in 4th. So not a lot of changes here so far. We did not get a lot of green flag racing, but they're going to restack and repack this field. We'll get back to racing action in just a few moments, but these guys, I guess, start waved off.
Yeah, I was looking here, and I didn't see anything about anybody losing control of their vehicles or anybody getting turned or anything incident here on the speedway. So we're gonna, looks like probably just re-rack, restack, and get back after it here. Racing high flag, green flag there coming out, and they're saying that they want to redo that one. So
they're definitely wanting to redo it here. Lights are still on, so it'll be probably another lap and a half before we go back to green flag racing. But we know you got a favorite out there in Facebook Live. Been a very, very active chat here early on in the going, and got some fans out there, different fans out there going for HRE Motorsports. You got Christopher McGuire out there in chat. I think he was rooting for Cardwell out there here tonight, thinking he's going to win this race and take it overall. So Bailey Cardwell in the house this evening. So we'll see what's going to happen here with everything and see how this is all going to unfold. A great field of cars here tonight at Highside Double Down.
yeah, most definitely looking through here. Looks like Howard Barlow's out there in the chat. I'm actually surprised he's not out here on the track. Like I said, Chris Orencia rooting on Mookie Haney. Just what I could see here recently. A lot of viewers out there. I want to thank them for tuning in and allowing us to continue to bring the racing to them here, the Esports Racing Network. But as we're getting ready to go back, green flag racing here is working our way down the back stretch. I believe we're gonna have green flag this time by here. As everybody's rack stack double file, we're gonna go green flag racing off of turn number 4. And it looks like it's going to be the 18 of Mookie Haney back to the point. James Grace is being contested by the 6. It looks like the 25 of Spencer Swafford on my list at the moment, but it looks like 66 on my end. I'm not sure what number's showing on with the custom number stuff here. So I'm going to go with what I can see here is he's going to play a disappearing act. Magic tricks happening at Volusia Speedway Park right now as they're 3 wide for second right now.
Yeah, the 66 is Spencer Swafford digging it onto the bottom side here right now. Hub sucking, as I would call it. The number 98 machine trying to make things interesting. That is Justin Thompson trying to squeeze up through the middle. Kind of a squeeze play move. They are trying to get around Grace and the 66 of Swafford. Looks a tad bit faster than both those cars are directly in front of him. Here comes Steven Calavoda to the outside. He's battling for that 5th spot.
Yeah, Calavoda trying to make that 5th spot happen there as he's slowly inching around on the outside. Might have something for Thompson if he can get there, but it looks like he's going to slide up and give away that 5th spot again. Like to the 25 of Swafford, but some of these numbers get a little mixed on this. It's probably Zach McSwain back there that he's battling with. Calavoda holding on to 5th. Justin Thompson still trying to make the middle work, and James Grace is going to hold up the whole field of them as we're going to have contact. Everybody going to keep and maintain their. The 98 machine is going to lose 3 positions there. Going to try and fight back to the middle. He's going to make it 3 wide off of turn number 4. Not a lot of room off of that corner, but he makes it work. The 23 gets in the wall a little bit. On the 98 machine, Justin Thompson to work his way back to the position where he had started to fall from. But the 25 machine is going to work his way back up through there and get under the 98, come to the corner. Still going to be a battle for second between James Grace and Spencer Swafford.
Checkered flag going to fly over the field there. The 18. Machina Mukiani going to take down that victory. The 269 James Grace, Spencer Swafford, Justin Thompson, Zach McSwain, Calavoda, and Hawkins round out the field that I could see there rather quickly here. So we'll leave the rest up to the scores. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come to post, and I'm going to send it down the round for heat race 2.
Heat race number 2, starting out rolling out in the first position is going to be the number 1 of Bailey Cardwell. And his outside starting second will be the number 19 machine of Justin Sick. And his outside starting third in the 78 machine will be Chris Orencia. Starting outside row number 2 in the number 031 machine is Mike Cron. Starting inside row number 3 in the 5th position will be the 61 machine of Josh Peacock. And his outside starting 6th in the 29 machine will be Chris Malone. Starting inside row number 4 in the 7th position will be the number 42 of Cody Howard. And his dancing partner to the outside, the number 75 will be Chase Swafford. Starting inside row number 5, in the 9th position will be the 44 of Cody Slauson. And starting to his outside will be the number 17 machine of Ryan Green in 10th. And rounding out the field, if Drew Hopkins is out there, in the number 157 machine.
Yeah, Drew Hopkins not answering the call here this evening. It was to one of the top 2 in fast times in practice here, so tough break for Drew Hopkins out here at the Volusia Speedway, but it is on the pole there. Bailey Cardwell aboard the 07 machine, the 17 of Justin Sick going to start to the outside of him. That's the Highside Racewear, number 17. Then you got Chris Orencia, the HRE Motorsports, number 78. A lot of HRE guys in here, same way with the 31 of Mike Cron, another HRE guy. Then you got a Bulletproof Motorsports guy in the 61 machine of Josh Peacock. Then the 29 of Malone starting on the outside of him. A lot of heavy hitters throughout this field, sprinkled throughout the field. Bailey Cardwell, one of the favors here tonight out there in the chat box. Going to start on the pole here in heat race number 2. The iRacing.com pace truck getting ready to pull hard left down. And iRacing flag, green flags in there. And Cardwell right through the floorboard with a pedal. Already out to a 5-car length advantage down to the 1.
Yeah, definitely already out to a 5-car length advantage out in 1 for sure. Down the backstretch, he's going to increase that lead just a little bit more. There's a lot of contact, it sounded like, on the start of this race, but everybody's able to keep it clean and green as they're 2 and 3 wide back there coming off of turn number 4.
Yeah, 2 and 3 wide there, just looking at everything, all the great racing going on. The 61 of Peacock down to the bottom side there. The 31 of Mike Cron. Cron right now 3 wide. Here comes the 42 of Howard. Howard now taking it down to the bottom side. As Josh Peacock right now into that 3rd spot, but 3 wide. Oh, contact made and upside down goes Cron.
Yeah, they're going to have a BladeNerd.com instant replay coming up for that. We got a wonderful Hanover Record Service yellow flag on the speedway right now. So get that BladeNerd.com instant replay dialed up for you. Definitely going to have some feed for you there as you guys kind of saw that live after all the carnage there coming together after being 3 wide. I mean, like I said, this track isn't very wide, and like this is the 19 machine of Justin Sick going to get a piece of the outside wall there. And unfortunately, well, that's Ryan Green in 17, my apologies. 17 of Ryan Green is going to come down into the 31 after getting into the wall. That's going to pick up Cron, I believe it was, in the 42 machine of Cody Howard's going to get a piece of this as well, but Cody Howard looks like he's going to be able to continue.
Cody Howard going to be able to continue. Cody Slauson also getting a piece of that action. And the Ryan Green there in the number 24J machine. Ryan able to continue on. A little bit of damage to the left side of that machine. So we'll see if he's going to be any worse for the wear here this evening. But the 07 of Bailey Cardwell was out to a distinct advantage there, trying to create his own area code here tonight in that 07 machine. Chris Arencia running in that second spot there in the number 78 machine. A good run for the HRE Motorsports, even though we're early on here in the heat race number 2. Then the 61 of Josh Peacock having another good run. Normally a street stock competitor, seen him a lot out in the street stocks, but he's been saying he's going to dabble out into the late models and dabble out into the modifieds, trying to get used to more of the high-powered cars. And he's been doing a fantastic job here as late.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these guys come from street stocks up into modifieds to late models. It's been fun watching some of these guys kind of bounce back and forth a little bit. Some of these guys, you know, they get anything that's got wheels on it and they'll come out here and race, and it really makes a difference. And sometimes you can get behind the wheel of something and get after it, and other times you'll get behind it and struggle. And you know, it may not be just the car, it may be the way the track rolls in for that part of the evening. It just changing the time of day that you're on the speedway can definitely throw a wrench in some of your plans. It looks like we're gonna get a white flag here. And back to green.
Yeah, iRacing, I flag, green flag back in the air there. And the 07 machine once again assuming the lead there. Bailey Cardwell, Chris Arencia still running in that second spot. Third is Josh Peacock. Those guys pretty much settled out their battles. The number 29 machine looks like Chris Malone starting to work his way up through. He's able to get around the 42 of Howard there. He moves up into that fourth spot. 3 wide battle for the 5th spot there. And Swafford in the 75, you got Slauson, you got the 42 of Howard. Those guys battling out, and Malone right there too. So 3 wide now for the 4th spot.
Yeah, watching that battle back there for the 4th spot, I could have swore that they were going to have some problems there between the 8 machine and the 75 as they were coming to the corner. Didn't exactly see them going to come out of that. It would have been Slauson, and it's like right now currently got a battle for the lead. They're going to have Chris Arencia and Bailey Cardwell battling back at it here.
Yeah, final lap here in heat race number 2, and Chris Arencia really all over the rear bumper, the front bumper, all over the side of the 07 of Cardwell. Slide job maneuver through 3 and 4. Here comes the 07 back down. Cardwell down to the inside. Great nice grab race to that start finish line there. And it looks like Bailey Cardwell still going to take down the heat race here by .041, so a pretty good finish here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So what a great end to heat race number 2, and getting ready to go to warm up here and wait for what's going to happen here in warm up. Normally they do their 4 wide salute here in warm up, so we'll wait for those guys to stack and pack here. As we'll go over a few things here for warm-up, and then after that, we'll go right into the 8 main feature tonight. 50 laps will be the distance here at Volusia Speedway. But I got to thank our great sponsors that come aboard here each and every night here. Hanover Record Service, 1-304-664-3848, West Virginia area. Make sure you give Tyler Blankenship and Hanover Record Service a call. Also got to thank iRacingHighFlag.com. iRacingHighFlag. If you really want to be a step above the competition, head on over to iRacingHighFlag.com and head up Jeff Brown, and he'll get you hooked up there. Also got to thank Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking. Fantastic for all your trucking needs. Just visit them on the web, not on the web, even social media. Voiles Trucking. Also got to thank BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Use the promo code FVRN and get 25% off your first purchase, whether it's a server or web hosting. They have what you need. Also got to thank South Texas Speedway, Scott Bargloff at South Texas Speedway, located in Corpus Christi, Texas. Visit them on the web at www.southtxspeedway.com. Also got to thank Jake Keel and hashtag Making Dirt Track Racing Great Again. Monstar Productions. Friday and Saturday nights coming up, guys. Whether it's a dirt track or your local asphalt track, make sure you bring a newcomer out to the Speedway. I know some of the season's winding down here. Whether you're in the Northeast or down south, I'm sure they go a little bit longer. Northeast season's starting to widen down here, so make sure you bring a new person to the racetrack. Also got to thank TDR-Racing.net for our official leaner and turtle sponsor of Full Velocity Racing Network. We had quite a few of them over the last couple of nights, so TDR-Racing.net. Choose them out. Old-fashioned NASCAR 2003 lead. Also got to thank Har Motorsports and Har Racing for the Quick Time Award here of the evening. I'm not sure who Quick Time actually was here this evening, as I was not really paying attention here. Bahar Motorsports, normally the quick time here. You got to thank those guys over there, and Ron, of course, the head of Bahar Motorsports here, calling the races alongside of me. Also got to thank Trash Panda Graphics and Jason Salter and those guys. Trash Panda Graphics is the official point sponsor here of the Full Velocity Racing Network. Also, Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they are evil. And Jim Revis has done a lot for Full Velocity Racing Network. A lot of behind-the-scenes, different stuff that are going on. Also got to thank Full Throttle with the Jet, CNC Customs, CCM Customs, and a fantastic job by those guys. And they come aboard here, got their logo, have to do a couple things so we can get it into the broadcast. But a lot of great sponsors here that help us each and every night on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Also got to thank you, the race fans out there, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch, for tuning in. Without you guys, we probably wouldn't be doing this in all the great leagues that we have here. So as we're looking down through here in warm-up, it's the 07 machine right now. We're just following him around, Bailey Cardwell. And I know he's got to be making some adjustments to his setup. Justin Thompson out there also. There, that number 98 machine has set quick time here of the warm-up session. Looks like these guys may be coming off a pit road here to maybe get their 4-wide salute going here. We'll just wait and see. We'll let these guys get in the line and kind of gawking all into this one here.
Looks like they may be getting into their 4-wide salute. Some of them popping back in and out, getting their last-minute setup change in here before they give a salute to our wonderful fans out there in the Esports Racing Network. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, whatnot. These guys out here are going to give you guys, the fans, a salute here. Thank you for tuning in. This is them saying thank you, as well as the show that they're about to put on for you guys.
As warm-up coming to an end here, these guys scatter around. Great 4-wide salute by the HighSideDoubleDown League, and get ready to racing action here. A-Main coming your way, and they are going to go away like this. The Voiles Trucking starting lineup. Starting on the pole, driving the number 18 machine here tonight. That is Mookie Haney. His dad's brother outside. One of the fan favorites out there in the chat box. Driver of the 07, that's Bailey Cardwell.
Starting to his outside with the 269 machine of James Grace, starting in third, Starting in fourth, outside row number 2 will be the number 78 of Chris Orencia.
Inside row number 3, the number 66, that's Spencer Swafford, and Chris Malone in the number 29 rolls off in position 6.
Inside row number 4 in the 98 machine will be Justin Thompson, into his outside with the number 61 machine of Josh Peacock.
Inside row number 5, that is Zach McSwain aboard the number 25 machine, and Cody Slauson aboard the AX rolls off in position 10.
Starting inside row number 6 will be the 23 machine of Stephen Calavoda, starting 11th, and to his outside, starting in 12th, will be the number 031 machine of Mike Cron.
Inside row number 7, that'll be the 224, that's Andrew Hawkins, and Chase Swafford aboard the number 75, going to roll up for position number 14.
Starting inside row number 8 in the 15th position is Robert Tipton in the number 21, and to his outside will be the number 19 machine of Justin Sick.
Rolling off in 17th starting position, driving the number 13, that'll be Christopher Combs, and outside of him will be the number 42 of Cody Howard.
Starting inside row number 10 will be the number 11 of Dylan Hutchison, and to his outside, the number 17 machine will be Ryan Green.
Rolling off in the very next row, row 11, that'll be the 82 of Ashton Riggle, and Drew Hopkins aboard the 157, rolling off 22nd.
And two drivers that aren't on the grid tonight will be Drew Hopkins in the starting 22nd, and Joe Nitro, both packing their machines up and heading home early tonight.
Two drivers not making the call here. It was 23 cars. We only have 21 cars out there. but never to say the least, a lot of action-packed racing going to go on here at the Volusia Speedway. Hashtag Kenny Strong out there. Andy's getting it out there for Kenny Tedder watching the video here tonight. And hopefully he'll be able to see our great racing action here on the dirt side of things. So, you know, Godspeed and get well shooting for Kenny Tedder out there. As we here at Full Velocity Racing Network are always thinking about you there. Everybody get well soon. Is iRacing I flag. Green flags out in the air. The number 18 machine down into turn number 1 of Mookie Haney. Let's see how long he's going to lead the charge. The 07 of Bailey Cardwell drops down to the bottom immediately. And a lot of great racing, 3 wide racing going on for that 4th spot. But it's Mookie Haney, then Bailey Cardwell. Cardwell starting to get some bite on the bottom side of the speedway.
Yeah, Mookie Haney thinking the top side's going to be dominant there. We got 3 wide down the front straightaway, and I don't know if they're hanging on to it, but there was some cars sideways. The 82 machine may have came to pit road and pulled off the speedway, but battle for the lead right now. Mookie Haney to the top side, Bailey Cardwell trying to work the bottom. We'll see what prevails here off of turn number 4. You also got Chris Arencia trying to run them down from 3rd right now, and he's not too far behind, and it's still early in this one to figure out if he's got anything for him, as the 44 machine's also come to pit road.
Yeah, Arencia was lightning fast here in the heat race there, giving Bailey Cardwell a lot to handle there aboard the number 07 machine. But the 18 of Mookie Haney right now leading the charge down into turn 1. Cardwell working over the bottom, but Cardwell's setup normally comes alive here the last 10 or 15 laps of a race. So look for Cardwell to really come on strong towards the end.
Yeah, definitely looking for him to come on strong towards the end. Chris Arencia is going to try a power move to the outside of Cardwell off of 4. Not going to happen this time, but Arencia is still trying to make the middle of the track work. Looks like Cardwell saw him coming, and looks like he's going to try and cut that line off to see if he can hang on and battle for that lead one more time here in this one.
A good battle. Hopefully the battle will start heating up a little bit more. Arencia is starting to get to the back bumper there of Cardwell. Meanwhile, the 66 of Spencer Swaffer running in 4th all by his lonesome. They got Justin Thompson in the 98 machine running in the 5th spot. So right now, Mookie Haney still continuing to lead. Great battle going on for 2nd, though, between the 07 of Cardwell and the 78 of Arencia.
And definitely they're dicing it up back there, trying to find lines that are working for him right now. And Cardwell looks like he got into the wall a little bit there around the inside of the 1 and 2. Allowed Arencia to close the distance on the top side a little bit, but Arencia going through the middle. Cardwell's going to run some of a slider line through 3 and 4. Arencia's going to try and cross him over. He's going to get to the quarter panel, but I'm not sure if he's going to get into a little bit.
Contact.
And they're going to save it, and they're going to make their way through the corner here. They're still door to door, but I believe that may have opened the door for Swaffer to get up there a little bit closer.
Yeah, Swaffer a little bit more contact from Arencia to Cardwell. Cardwell drives up the track, the 66 machine. Now working over the bottom side, that's Spencer Swaffer, and he's in here. He's into the fight. There's a 3-wide battle for that 2nd spot. The 78 of Arencia way up on the top side. A little bit more contact being made there between the 66 and the 07 of Cardwell. Cardwell drifts up the track even more. There's a 3-wide battle for that 2nd spot. Continues to go as Cardwell gets to the side of the 78 just a tad bit. But Rubbins Racing, it's been great racing for that 2nd spot.
It looks like Swaffer's going to make his way up through there and trying to get his way around Cardwell at the moment. Meanwhile, the 17 machine of Ryan Green has pulled his car down pit road, and I believe his night is over as well. But still having a great battle up here for 2nd as they keep swapping between 2 and 3 wide for this position. Cardwell still working the bottom. Swaffer up on the top shelf trying to make it work. Not quite. I mean, he might be getting there. He's finally going to get away from him there down the front straightaway. They're door to door going into 1.
Yeah, door to door, the 07 of Cardwell down to the bottom. Spencer Swafford way up top. Don't count out Thompson. Thompson now up to the 5th spot, and he's really closed the gap here. Now knocking on the door of Arencia there for that 4th spot. So all this battling that's been going on has allowed Mookie Haney to check out to 2.099 seconds over the whole field right now on lap 13 of 50. But the 07 of Cardwell now holding on to that 3rd spot, but Arencia is giving him a run for his money. Yeah,
Mookie Haney's saying he's going to set the pace tonight. He is checked out. He is hoping that this race continues to stay green. If he can see all the contact that's going on right now, I mean, being full contact, Cardwell's in the wall. He's going to slide back to 5th or 6th. Looks like he got into the wall coming off of 2. See if he's able to maintain that. But definitely looks like a battle for 3rd now between Arencia and Justin Thompson.
Yeah, Justin Thompson now working over the 3rd spot, but Cardwell not going away without a fight, I'm going to tell you that. And that 07 machine trying to get it back going as he's making some love to the outside wall in that 07 machine, but able to keep it going. The 98 of Thompson still right there breathing down the neck of the 78 machine. Swaffer trying to check out from this duel right behind him. So we'll see if Swaffer's going to be able to do anything, maybe with Mookie Haney. Right now, Haney running the fastest times out there on the speedway, 17.209. But remember, he's out there in clean air.
Yeah, being out there in clean air and not having to battle or work your way through a couple cars there definitely makes a big difference, especially on these big old dirt tracks here. Getting around here be quite the challenge sometimes, especially Volusia Speedway with it being tight in certain areas.
Yeah, definitely tight. And this is one of my favorite tracks. It reminds me of my home track. My home track's a tad bit smaller, but the configuration reminds me of my home track, and getting to race on it week in and week out there for about 12 years. And now being a track official there and doing what I do there around it, this is one of my favorite tracks. One of my favorite tracks to drive to. It's different. It definitely you have to have a lot of throttle control. And Spencer Swafford showing the bottom side there, the 66 machine. So the top side's starting to go away a tad bit. The bottom, it looks like you have to roll out a tad bit to stay down there and roll it.
Yeah, watching some of these guys come up to the corner makes me wonder if they're able to hold the car down there at all. Carball's still trying to work his way. He's going to give the door a little bit there. I wouldn't per se it was intentional, but there's a little bit of aggression, I think, a little bit of disagreement for space. Is trying to make his way around. It feels like he's getting held up maybe. We're about to see if that's going to progress here. Is Carball going to have to try the outside here over Chris Malone? And looks like he's going to be able to complete that, but he is high side and handsome right now trying to get away from him.
Yeah, definitely on the top shelf of the speedway is Cardwell, so something maybe got messed up there as Malone makes a little bit of contact with Bailey Cardwell there. Good battle going on for that fifth spot, so Cardwell holding his own, but a lot of contact, a lot of bent up fenders there. It looks like left rear on the 07 bent up, the right rear bent up. A lot of sheet metal damage, but the yellow flag going to come out here. The Hanover Wrecker Service yellow flag coming out, and we're going to slow this thing down, restack and repack the field. So this ought to make things interesting just shy of halfway.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a BladeNerd.com instant replay coming up here since we got the Hanover Wrecker Service caution flag coming out. But looks like the 22 machine of Zach McSwain going to get caught up in this. He looks like he came into turn 3 real hot, came through the middle, and unfortunately it looks like he collected the 23 machine here of Calavoda, and the 25 of McSwain ended up going around there, and Calavoda was able to get off the nose and continue. So unfortunately for those two drivers getting in a mix up there, but we'll get this thing restacked, re-racked, and get another iRacing high flag, green flag back at you here very shortly.
Definitely, like you said there, Calavoda ramping the 25 machine of McSwain like he was the monster truck trying to crush the cars over there, and he's able to keep it going. Nice looking car, I have to say, for Stephen Calavoda. I like the color scheme of that number 23 machine, so it really stands out. I like the bright colored cars. So sometimes in iRacing, or even real racing for that matter, I had a bright orange car. It seemed like everybody wanted to ding me up quite a bit, especially having a bright colored car. They say the same thing about having maybe a black car. That everybody wants to hit you because they can't see you. So I guess it's no worse for the wear. Whatever color you are, they're probably going to still make some contact with you. Short track racing at its finest here, as it looks like lights are going to be extinguished atop that iRacing.com pace truck. We're going to go back to green flag racing here off of turn number 4. It is Mookie Haney, Spencer Swafford. Then you got Chris Arencia, Justin Thompson, Bailey Cardwell, and Chris Malone. Then back, the next row back is Josh Peacock and James Grace. Those are your first 4 rows. We're waiting for that truck to come down to Pitt Road here, make that hard left-hand turn. It's going to do so. Scurry off down onto the infield. iRacing, high flag, green flag back out. And can Mookie Haney go out to the lead like he was? Here comes Swafford down to the bottom side. Haney drifts way up the track into the loose stuff, but the momentum off the top shelf, he found something up there in that 18.
He sure did, but Swafford coming on the bottom, he's making a strong run at him. Justin Thompson in third, Chris Arencia currently in fourth as they single file out down the front straightaway. Mookie Haney's still going to hang on to the top side off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Swafford is going to be right there with them. Justin Thompson still not giving any ground, and it looks like the only distance that's being lost here is from Chris Arencia back.
Yeah, a little bit of contact being made there, and more contact being made. Arencia and the 07 of Cardwell. Arencia almost goes around. Great hands, great save by the 78 of Arencia. Arencia gathers it back up, tries to split it up into the middle. More contact being made over there. A lot of contact here at Volusia Speedway tonight, but not a lot of wrecks. It's good old-fashioned racing here, and a little bit more leaning there over there in the corner. There, that's a great battle for fourth. Malone way down to the bottom side there, and that number 29 machine is the top 3 drive away.
Yeah, the top three setting the pace of this race right now. It looks like Mookie Haney is still continuing to do what he has done since the beginning of the night here at the Volusia Speedway Park. He is setting sail and driving away. Spencer Swafford not leaving out, trying not to leave that much ground out there for him, but Spencer Swafford's got a mirror full of Justin Thompson.
As Arencia down to the bottom side trying to get around here, and he ended up getting into Malone. I don't think he knew Malone was there. Now, oh, contact being made. Cardwell around off the bumper of Malone. Malone sends the 07 of Cardwell to the outside retaining wall. And the 29 of Chris Malone going to hold on to fourth, but tough break there for Bailey Cardwell. And that 07 machine already had a lot of damage. He got some more damage to the rear end of that 07 machine.
Yeah, he sure did there. He was going from a very good night there, but falling apart. They're not really, I wouldn't say it's any of his own doing, but seeing, not knowing that he was down there like that, it's kind of hard to see. But we'll see if we get a BladeNerd.com instant replays. You saw it live there. He said, have Bailey Cardwell there working his way down into the bottom. I think he wanted to run the bottom and run somewhat of like an apex line through 1 and 2, and didn't realize that he had company to the inside. As needless to say, he ended up coming down and finding is it Hawkins, I believe, and didn't really go over well for him.
No, is Malone being sent to the tail for his involvement in that one. Unfortunately, Chris Malone, going to be sent to the rear of this one. So, going to be back there with Bailey Cardwell. So, tough break for those two drivers, running really good here inside the top 5 here this evening. But racing there is contact being made and a car going around off the bumper. That's a tough break there for both those drivers. They were both really fast here this evening. So, it's going to be Mookie Haney and Spencer Swafford once again. Then you got Justin Thompson, James Grace now up to that 4th spot. Great run for that 269 machine. Nice to see James having a great run here inside the top 5. Chris Arencia, Andrew Hawkins, and Mike Cron. Right now there's 7 cars. Then you got Stephen Calavoda, that number 23 machine. Do not count out Stephen Calavoda. He's kind of a sneaky fast guy there in that number 23 machine.
Yeah, that he is. You got to kind of keep an eye on him as this race is winding down here. Like we got 17 laps to go. Should be 16 to go as we cross the stripe. But these guys here, the caliber of guys that are here is just amazing and fantastic. Getting these guys out here and racing side by side like this is the iRacing high flag, green flags going to come back out. And Mookie Haney is going to take us down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Yeah,
Mookie Haney, the HRE number 18 machine, leading the charge once again like he has all evening long, leading all the laps here. He had 34 laps completed. He's led all 34. Spencer Swafford now running in that 2nd spot, but he's being contested by the 98 machine of Thompson. Thompson looked low a couple of times. Grace right there, too. Don't count out Arencia. Arencia diving back down to the bottom. He's trying to get inside that top 4 once again. The number 78 machine, and then the 224 machine of Andrew Hawkins. We don't get a lot to talk about him as much as we'd like to here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. They call him the Black Jesus in that 224 machine.
Yeah, that's you talk about a lot of guys. There's they were 3 and 4 wide back here in the back of the pack on that restart, and Bailey Cardwell trying to make a charge as he's back in the top 10 already. We'll see if he can make his way back up there. His current battle right now looks like it's for 4th and 5th position there.
Good battle going on for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. Now is Thompson down to the bottom side of Arencia right there. He's moved himself into 4th. The 78 machine. Swafford's car looks to see him to go away just a tad bit there through the corners as Thompson's able to eat him up, center off. But Swafford that time by going to be a tad bit quicker as I think the 98 had to roll out of it just a tad. And we're going to see if he's going to be able to get around Swafford as they hit the back straightaway. Not going to be able to do so is, I tell you, I don't know if anybody has anything from Mookie Haney here tonight in that 18 machine. Just driving away once again.
Yeah, I was looking here. He doesn't have the fastest time of the night. Cardwell has the fastest time of the night with 17:07.6, but at the same time, Mookie Haney's car hasn't fallen off as much as I believe anybody else's, but Chris Arencia's last time around was within 0.7 of a second of Mookie Haney's last time. So, I mean, from a 17.313 to a 17.380, Arencia was the closest that time by, and these two, Arencia's car seems like it's picking up and getting faster as this race continues.
Well, now Justin Thompson last time by the quickest car out there on the speedway, 17.335. Now to the inside of Swafford, because Swafford was 17.619 last time by, so side-by-side battle for that 2nd spot. So this 98 of Thompson starting to pick up the speed. Here comes 3 wide battling here because Arencia is way down to the bottom. The 78 machine has to back out of it just a tad there to make sure he does not run over the 98 machine. Oh, Thompson, but a great battle starting to wage here for that second spot.
Yeah, the 61 machine of Josh Peacock is also taking his machine to the garage as well. He is done for the evening. But definitely a great battle for the second spot as well. Here is Swafford. Looks like he's going to get away from Thompson a little bit. Narencia is coming back to the back door of Thompson as these guys are just switching back and forth which one they are contesting. And definitely putting on a great show here. Looks like might have been a slight minor mistake by the 78 of Narencia is going to distance them out a little bit and give them a chance to run down the 66 of Swafford again.
Yeah, Swafford holding on to that second spot. The 98 of Thompson still running in that third spot. Fourth is Orencia. James Grace holding on to the top 5 there with Andrew Hawkins right there in that 6th spot. 7th, Mike Cron. Bailey Cardwell in the 07 machine has made his way back up to 8th, but he's struggling there. The damage may have affected that 07 machine, but looks like he's going to be able to get around Cron. The racetrack kind of going away here. The 18 machine is still pulling away 1.8 seconds over Swafford, Thompson, and the 78 of Orencia. So those guys battling it out here. As meanwhile, Haney just checking out.
And Mookie Haney's setting the distance out there. He's trying to get away from everybody. We have 4 to go this time by the stripe. And right now, everybody's kind of singled out here. Looks like Orencia's going to make one more move to the bottom of the 98 machine. Thompson going to come right up behind him going into 3. See if he has anything for him on the exit. Looks like falls off just to the entrance to the center, but he definitely had more of a run on the exit of the corner than he did on entry. There's 3 to go as your leader's working down the backstretch of Volusia Speedway Park.
Yeah, down the back straightaway here is Mookie Haney going to come off of turn number 4 to get that white flag. And or it's 2 to go, excuse me. Popsicle sticks in the air, 2 to go there for the 18 of Mookie Haney. Spencer Swafford still running in second. Thompson down there in that third spot, trying to do everything he can now. It looks like he bobbled just a tad bit. That's going to allow Orencia into that third spot. So he's going to slide on him, slam that door shut, put it back into third. But Thompson fires back to the inside. White flag in the air.
Yeah, white flag in the air for sure. As your leader, Mookie Haney, works his way down the back straightaway. One more set of corners to go for your race leader. And it looks like he's going to pick up the win here off of turn number 4. Mookie Haney is going to be your feature winner. Second will go to Spencer Swafford as he crosses the stripe. Third, who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to be Justin Thompson at the line. Chris Orencia for 4th. James Grace rounds out your top 5.
Chris Orencia getting 3rd there as time in scoring took a hesitant moment there as it was side by side. So, yeah, Thompson and Orencia, that was a close battle there. 3.685, so you got to figure 0.038. Doing a little bit of quick math there for the battle for that 3rd spot there. So Orencia, a podium finish here tonight. Justin Thompson finished up 4th, so a good run for him. James Grace finished up 5th. Andrew Hawkins, Bailey Cardwell, Mike Cron, Stephen Calavoda. Then you got Cody Howard, Chris Malone, Dylan Hutchinson, Josh Peacock, Zach McSwain, Christopher Combs, and then Robert Tipton. Then you have Ryan Green, Justin Sick, Chase Swafford, Cody Slauson, Adam Riggle, Drew Hopkins, and Joe Nitro. And those 2 not making the call here tonight. So 21 cars. Not every one of them finished. Does it seem like tonight at Volusia is everybody having a lot of trouble?
Yeah, definitely. I was looking through the chat here, and Marcus Mays goes, "That's my girl, Mookie Haney." But Mookie Haney definitely picking up a great win here tonight. Definitely set out and took care of business as usual.
Yeah, those guys had to report to the scales, as the Mookie Haney out there. So we're going to make our way on over to Discord. So we're going to take a brief pause for the cause and go get your top 3 here tonight for the Highside Double Down League Volusia 50 here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing.
And we're back here live with the Full Velocity Racing Network for the post-race show here. Gonna get ready to go down here and talk with our third place finisher, Chris Arencia, driver of the number 78 late model here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. Congratulations on the third place podium finish there. How about you take us through your night, sir?
Hey man, awesome run for Team HRE. We got a victory in third place. That was the most fun I've had out here in a long time. We had a really good call.
Yeah, definitely a really good car as you guys are out there battling. I mean, you got up there and showed your door and your nose to the 25 of Spencer Swafford, and also Justin Thompson back there in fourth was getting up there and giving you some business as well. You guys were back there battling back and forth, and Bailey Carbwell also. You guys, all you guys putting on a great race here for the top spots here, trying to make something happen with Mookie, but couldn't really get it done tonight. But third place finish just respectable.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anytime you're running up there with Spencer and Mookie and Thompson as well, and even Bailey. Bailey's a hell of a race car driver, man, and sucks that we got into each other a few times there. But hey, racing's racing. We're running hard, just as hard as everybody else out there. I think if we got around Spencer, we might have reeled old Mookie in, but he definitely had it hooked up tonight.
That he did. And as we've become accustomed to here at Full Velocity, I'm going to hand the microphone back to you. Let's thank your sponsors, whoever it is made it possible for you to get this podium finish tonight. And congratulations once again.
Yeah, man, I got to thank everybody back at the team, OHRE Motorsports. We got a stable of drivers, man, that can compete with anybody. I can't say enough about those guys and what they do for the team. I just race for fun. These guys are really the show of HRE Motorsports, man. And congratulations, Mookie. We got iRacing iFlag on the car. They came on board with us. We got Dirt All Access, one of our primary sponsors. Need to go check them out on Facebook. We got Team Friday, Ohio Freshwater Adventures, 34 Raceway. Feel like I'm forgetting one. Think about it. Thank you guys up there in the booth, man. We'll definitely be back next week, see if we can get us a win.
And thank you for being here to put on this wonderful show for us. And hopefully we'll be back here again to broadcast it once again for y'all. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Chris Arencia, driver of 78 machine, finishing third tonight. As we make our way down here, we'll make our way down to Spencer Swafford in the 25 machine, bringing home the runner-up position tonight. Congratulations on the second place finish, sir. And how about you let us see how the track work for you tonight?
I felt pretty good. The car was hooked up the first half of the race. I just couldn't find out how to get through 3 and 4. I kept watching Mookie and trying to replicate it, but there's just no way I could run that line. But before we pulled out here, the tech guy came over and pulled my traction control out, so that really didn't help at all. But ultimately, put on a really good race here and a lot of green flag laps, and can't say enough about this league. I mean, it's just awesome. A lot of good guys here, like Chris, Mookie, Justin, Bailey. I mean, Davin. There's a lot more. I'm not saying Justin. I mean, Justin's sick. There's just some great talent in this field.
Yeah, most definitely some great talent out there. Like you said, I sit here and watch lap after lap. You guys getting together and rubbing. I mean, rubbing's racing, and I mean the way that iRacing has these cars set up, getting together and making contact, and these things doesn't make it easy to handle whenever when something small happens. It seems like you get tossed when you just the slightest bump. So you guys definitely hats off to you guys for willing these things the way that you guys do. When that sort of thing happens, it's awesome to see what you guys can overcome.
Yeah. And that there's the main thing I like late models. We can beat and bang in them and still keep them going. I've always enjoyed running, not dirty, but rubbing and just having a good race and just being scrappy for the finish.
Yeah, if it ain't close racing, are you really racing?
Not at all.
Yeah, exactly. I'll hand this microphone back to you. Let's thank whoever it is makes it possible for you to come out here and put on this fabulous show that we get to come and spectate and broadcast and announce for these wonderful viewers out there every week.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank Stevel's Lawn Care. He has been with me for, I'd say, a good year now, and he's just an awesome guy to deal with. And it's just been a pleasure to have his name in my car. Dirt Draft, iRacing iFlags, insanely good product. Run one. Helps me every single time I jump in the seat. Meat Freaks Jerky, if y'all want to check it out, they got some insanely good beef jerky. Use code SWAFFORD66 on it, and that there will help my program out a whole lot. And High Side Graphics, and last but definitely not least, you all for putting on this amazing stream here tonight.
And thank you for being here to to allow us to do so. If it wasn't for you guys coming and racing, I'm sure they wouldn't have us here. So I thank you guys for your appearances as well.
Thank you.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, my good old buddy Todd here has made his way down to the BladeNode.com victory lane with your feature winner, Mookie Haney in the 18 machine.
Yeah, joking about the real king down here. Mookie Haney dominating fashion here tonight, leading all the laps here in that number 18 machine. You really didn't have a challenge out there tonight. You really nailed that setup here for the A main. And tell us about your race and what made it different. Why were you able to run away from these guys?
Well, man, coming in, I wasn't really sure how good I was going to be. I'm usually good here, but it cannot be hammered down. And when we joined, it was 0%. I was like, uh-oh. But anyways, I literally have a completely different setup on the car from what I heat raced with. I tried something, I've never really tried, and it turned out pretty good for me.
Yeah, it seemed like you could put that car anywhere you wanted to here tonight and able to go to the bottom, able to run the middle. I mean, you could just roll all over the place. And you were out to a 2-second lead. You created your own area code tonight. It's not a zip code. It's an area code because that's just how fast you were here tonight in that HRE number 18 machine. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, you dominated.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody racing me clean on the restarts and not trying to drive in there and slide my nose off or anything like that. These boys race.
Yeah, they definitely race clean over here. Great racing going on at the High Side Double Down League here, and they do a fantastic job. James Grace and all the guys over here that help him out do a fantastic job of putting this thing together. But we're going to be the microphone. The floor is all yours. I know you got a list of sponsors you'd like to thank, fans out there. There's a lot of people rooting for you here this evening, Mookie, and I guess you're a baby daddy of somebody out there on Facebook Live.
Yeah, if I'm guessing, it's probably Marcus that said that. But,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I got a whole list, man. I race an Aflac to begin with. They're all access. I got Harrison Fabrication, that's my own sponsor. Wall Tap by MH Designs, that's also my own sponsor. Team Friday, 34 Raceway, Ohio Freshwater Adventures, and HRE. Yeah, my team. Thanks for them giving me the chance to do what I do, and thank you guys up there in the booth for putting on such a great show.
All right, again, congratulations on your victory here tonight. And hopefully, we'll see you down here more. It's been a while, Mookie, since we got a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, hopefully I won't stay like.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win here tonight at the Volusia Speedway High Side Double Down. The driver of the number 18, we're going to call him the real king, Mookie Haney here tonight in that 18 machine. So taking down a great victory here this evening. And Ron, what a fantastic race these guys put on here at the High Side Double Down League, and brought to you part by APEX. Apex, a great series sponsor here for James Grace. And it's great to always see sponsors come aboard here for leagues, and I know James always would take any sponsor that wants to throw his way, just like we do here at the Full Velocity Race Network. But it's nice to see this league grow in numbers, and James is nice enough to help out and make sure that if his drivers are in another league, they have a couple minutes leeway to join the server. So that goes kudos to that for James in the league here for allowing that to happen here. But Ron, what a great race. Hopefully it was good for you just as well as it was for me.
I just enjoy coming out here and checking everything out and seeing what I was out here. And this one definitely a new one on me tonight. Definitely did not disappoint, and something that Phil ever gets back in the booth, I might even look into.
Well, what's that, James?
Hey, Todd, you got a second?
Oh yeah.
Hey, guys, just wanted to bring it up real quick after a quick recap on the race. The incident involving Bailey and Malone where the caution was thrown, after a further review, that was just a racing incident. It wasn't a driver's incident. Chris Malone was not at fault for that accident.
Alrighty, so that's coming from James Grace. There is not at fault for that racing incident there between the 29 and the 07 machine. Is just good old hard racing here at the High Side Double Down League. But furthermore, James, you got anything else to add for the night?
No, not really. Thanks again for the great broadcast, guys. Thanks for all the fans that tuned in to watch. Thanks for all our sponsors for helping put this stuff on, and thanks again for all the drivers for coming out. This was a great show and a great race.
Yeah, definitely echo those sentiments here tonight here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Just want to go over our sponsors quick one last time before we go off the air, and we really got to thank these guys as much as we can. Hanover Record Service, iRacingIFlag.com, Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway CNC Customs. Then you got Monstar Productions, TDR, Racing.net, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics. Also got to thank Full Throttle with the Gent. I'm Todd Stanton. Alongside of me was Ron Piles here this evening, and tomorrow night we take a brief. I take a brief absence here for Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday night. I'll be at the local racetrack chasing everything I need to do. But for those guys and Phil, we'll see you tomorrow night here. Live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I believe Phil and Ron will be on the call. Jack on the controls. Until then, good night. We'll see you soon.
See ya.